to sound like a broken record.
Again, yeah, deja vu. Blinking Brodie Croft there. I'm really proud of them. Like, it's another game against a very good team that we've probably just missed out on there. But it's done, innit? We've got 3 more to get after to get off the bottom.
You wanted to go out on a high with your last home game of the season. You couldn't have asked much more for this crowd.
No, we still went out on a high. That's the last time you'll see London in the foreseeable if things just stay as they are. But it's been our pleasure to bring Super League back to London, and we haven't got the results that we early season was hard, really hard. But I think days like that today were amazing. A fantastic crowd, fantastic day out. I think all the fans have enjoyed coming down, from what I can gather, and that was another one of them really. If they've took the points home, so they'll be a bit happier again. But it wasn't a low, obviously, to go out. It wasn't a great game. There's a lot of errors, but it was a very highly entertaining game, I think.
Have you ever seen a drop goal attempt come back off the crossbar?
No, it looked like it was going under all the way, to be fair, and then it clipped it. So obviously we've got a few fix-ups still to do around that stuff, but in the heat at the moment, it's difficult. And that 7 tackle set at the end just proved costly, didn't it? That was the last tackle really to give them that field position.
Lee Kershaw's ability to stay and play and set up the try for Tolly again. You can't ask much more.
He was excellent today. He was excellent. Okay, he was off last week, and like us as a club, we're off, and then we fix up, and then we go again. I thought he was outstanding today. The wingers were outstanding. Hakeem was outstanding. There's a lot of brilliant efforts out there, to be fair, but Lee was excellent.
Is it a double-edged sword that the better you play, the more your players put themselves in the window to be picked off by other Super League clubs, and there'll be 3 or 4 today that will have added to their CV?
Well, if there's any left, yeah, I'm over that bit now. I've been here a long time, not just in this position, but in other positions and guises, and this happens. So frustrating, but until you're in Super League and you're at 15 points, and you can guarantee it's always going to be hard. And obviously we were always going to be fighting them off from the very start, weren't we? But I'm over that side of it now. It is what it is. Just wanted to see it out with a good performance. We got a reasonable performance, nearly got a win. But I think it was a great event either way.
In terms of Golden Point, obviously, had you managed to last the last couple of minutes, you'd have gone off the bottom of the league. Are you a fan of it as a concept, or does it hurt you so much?
Not a strong comment either way. If you got rid of it, I think a draw's fair enough. At the same time, I think for the fans and everybody at home, that adds great value, doesn't it? So it's the same conversation we have in rugby league, isn't it? Super 8's brought in loads of interesting stuff for the fans, but did it work? And same with Golden Point, really. I suppose if I was sat at home in an armchair, then I'd probably say keep it. If in my position, the back of this year, I'd say get rid of it.
But should the losing team get a point?
Again, I've no strong opinion on it either way. I'm not got lots of strong opinions on the game, but that's one of just take it or leave it.
Is that extra 2 points in the table? Is that a motivation for you between now and the end of the season to get off the bottom of the table?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean, if we don't, we don't. But that's obviously what we're chasing. Hull are chasing the same thing to get off the bottom. We've got to do it tough now. We've got 3 away games, but we had 3 away games last year. We went on our run. That brings about some togetherness, being away and on the road, that siege mentality, and we'll get after it. We'll stick to our process, pick out the bones out of that, and work out our bumps and bruises and get into Huddersfield next week.
Any injuries today?
No, I've come off the field most weeks saying there's not a lot, and then you get to Tuesday and there's quite a bit unfolds there. There's blokes like Lewis hasn't trained all week. There's blokes hanging on. Sid's not trained for a couple of weeks. It's obviously taking its toll on us, but the important thing is we get him out there this time of year.
I saw him last week after the game with his thigh in a refrigerator full of ice.
Sid, he's had that since Catalan, the first home game. He's been carrying that all year, so he'll only get rid of that in pre-season next year, I think.